Good morning, hoes. Welcome to another day of Majora's Mask Randomizer. Today, we're going to start off the day right by holding a puppy. And this is, in fact, how you should hold a dog. And if you don't hold a dog like this, then you're wrong and you should feel bad. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is pretty much all stuff we've done before. So I'm going to do some storytelling editing to make this a bit more of a seamless experience. So first we're going off by going through the Bombers gang and getting the Moon's Tier, which is actually a huge rupee. And we can come here each 3-day cycle, similar to that chest in East Clock Town that gives you 200 rupees, and get a rupee refill. We're going to take these rupees and buy the red potion at the bomb shop. And now we're here to give the potion to Katake. These monkeys look more like sheep than anything to me, because they're so woolly. I've never seen such woolly monkeys before. Like, what is this? Stop the woolly boolies. So Majora's Mask has a really weird system of giving people items. You don't just hold it out in front of them like you do in Ocarina of Time. You actually have to talk to them, and then in the dialogue box, pause the game, pull the item out, and then show it to them in the cutscene. If you don't do it that way, you will drink the potion right in front of her and have to go all the way back and get another potion, and it can be obnoxious, especially in the randomizer, so don't do that on accident. But she drank the Kool-Aid. Damn, she had Kool-Aid breath. I've never even seen something like that before. Kume is revived! Transformers, unite! You saved me.
I'm the Swamp Tour Guide. I run the boat cruise, so come by if you want a free ride, okay?
Alright, so you at Hogwarts? Alright, well let's go to the Swamp Cruise Center. I'm down for a cruise. I'm not sure what a cruise on a swamp seems like. I hope they have a massage parlor. Wait, what? Hey guys. You have strange powers, no? Me been watching you. Lately this swamp filled with poison water. Temple above waterfall, strange brother go to temple. But brother no able to find temple entrance. Temple for Deku only. Brother captured by Deku. Now in palace. Help! Oh no, we gotta help them. The brother is captured by the Deku King. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to help right now because we don't have the Deku mask. It sucks. It's kind of weird not having the Deku mask. You always have the Deku mask while playing Majora's Mask. But in the randomizer, you don't. You don't start off with it like you do in the regular game. But that's the major problem we have right now, is we haven't found a single transformation mask. Finding those is what opens up all the possibilities. You need those to do most of the things in the game. You can't get into any of the temples without them. So we're just in a sort of weird position until we find one of those. But I'm wondering which one's going to be first. The Deku, the Goron, or the Zora. I kind of hope it's the Goron because I really love rolling around. It's just the fastest way to get around places. It's very, very quick transportation. Before we talk to Kume, who's inside this little hut over here, you can see her big bug eyes just back there. She's just chilling. She looks like a freaking grasshopper. We're going to talk to this man over here because on my way over here, I took a picture of his son. Blimey, where is he? That spoiled child is off playing hooky again. A child his age has no business searching for fairies. A child his age. Wait, what does that mean? Isn't he Tingle's 35 years old? How was he a child at his age? Why is he even referring to his son as a child? Oh, welcome. Well then, why don't you show me the pictograph you've taken? So I took a picture of Tingle on my way over here. It is a gorgeous picture. After it developed, it looked super duper weird because the emulator has super weird graphics. You can't tell by the colors in the background of the pause screen right now. Some of the graphics are a little bit weird, but it's so. All right, here's a picture of your son. Wow, that's my son? Eesh, is he still doing that sort of thing? Oh, how humiliating. This guy, he's my son. As old as he is, he's still doing some pretty silly stuff. Come on, man. You gotta be proud of your son. I guess I spoiled him too much when I was raising him, but he really is a kind-hearted boy. I mean, he's a cartographer. He's literally drawing maps of the regions that we live in. What do? Look at freaking pictographs? You're like a pictograph reviewer? For you to assume that what you're doing is any more important than what your son doing is kind of hypocritical, sir. I don't agree with what you're saying. Well, thank you for going to all that trouble. This is just a small token of my gratitude. Ah, another heart piece. We have so many heart containers right now, but no sword. Let's cash in on this free cruise. I'm ready for it. I actually went on a cruise to the Bahamas a couple months ago. It was really, really fun. I even bought weed from a random dude in Jamaica just because I wanted to say I bought weed in Jamaica. Oh yes, we've got a special going on right now, so we're giving this out for free. Yes, what I've always wanted. The stone tower temple compass. Thank you! If you take a nice picture from the boat, take it to that fella over there. Alright, the boat's leaving. I feel like Kumate's had like 5 different voices in this whole Let's Play. Alright, I don't think I'm going to take any pictures because there's really no point. It's weird because she encourages you to take pictures when you're on this cruise boat, but you don't actually get anything for that. At least nothing important. You get the actual prize from showing a picture of Tingle. But it's still cool that you can just like take pictures. Although I think our picto box can only hold 1 photograph. It's like the worst kind of disposable camera. Kind of sucks. We murdered an Octorok daddy. I love the colors of the Deku Palace back here. Just like the nice warm autumn colors. They're really beautiful. It's weird how you go from like a summertime to like autumn theme back here. But that's kind of what's cool about the 4 cardinal directions. Is you have the swamp, which is based around autumn time. And then the beach is kind of based around summer. The mountains are based around winter. And then Icona Canyon, I don't want to say that's like spring because it's really not. Although you do make it rain, it is arid. Then you learn the Song of Storms to make it rain and like bring water to the place. So it's a little bit like spring, I guess. But yeah, this is the Deku Palace, which we cannot do anything at because we are not a Deku Scrub. And oh no! I missed the time for the thing that I wanted to do. Okay, I don't think we can do anything here without the Deku Mask. So we're just going to go ahead and head out. I'm wondering if we can grab onto anything with the claw shot. Because normally you get on top of these like flowers over here by using the Deku Mask. But is there anything we can grab onto by chance? I don't see anything. But I'm really upset about it being nighttime because I missed a really important thing that I needed to do. Because there's not very many things we're able to do right now without these transformation masks, like I said. And one of the things we needed to do is get a room key from Anju in the Stock Pot Inn, which is like the hotel, which you can only do from 2 to 4 p.m. on the first day. So I missed the time where I could do that. I should have slowed down time. It just sort of slipped my mind. So if I want to do that, I'm going to have to restart the 3-day cycle, which I'm not going to do right now. There's still enough things for us to do once we go back and get Epona from Armani Ranch. So we'll just do as much as we can until day 3, get Epona, and then do what we can with her. And then if we don't get anything good, we'll reset the 3 days and go talk to Anju and get that room key. Somebody told me this nice little tactic of dropping bushes way faster with just picking up the bush and pressing R to drop it. This is going much faster than throwing the bushes. So thank you to whoever told me that. Alright, so I wanted to see what Tingle was selling again real fast since I have some rupees. Oath to Order, we should go ahead and just buy this. We really don't need this till the very, very end of the game. Like, it's one of the last things you need. So Oath to Order, this is the song that we use to summon the 4 giants. So we're going to hit the icon with the giant's face. It's kind of weird looking. He's just like a giant nose. Now, one thing I've always been super confused about is it seems like there's multiple Tingles, right? Because you see him in the same spot in every single area you go to. Are these all the same guy, or does he just travel and happen to be in every single spot we go to? But when does he travel? Like, wouldn't he be going to, like, if we walk to Clock Town and see him right now, wouldn't he have to be traveling the same rate as we are to be there at the same exact time? Or does he just, like, teleport? Like, he's such a weird person. The world will never know. Alright, so one of the things that we can do now as well is another shooting gallery, but it doesn't open up until 6 a.m. unfortunately. Oh, it does open. Can I actually walk in? Can we play it this time? Oh, mate. Oh, you want to play? 20 rupees. Oh, I didn't know I could play this during the nighttime. Alright, awesome. Okay, so this shooting gallery is just as difficult as the one that we did back in the town. If not, it's actually more difficult because the patterns are not as easy to memorize. And the enemies are a lot more sporadic with their movements. You have to shoot different types of enemies. So there's Deku Scrubs, the crows, and there's also Wolfos that we have to shoot. But it can be pretty difficult because these enemies are pretty small. And you also have to hit every single one in order to win. There's also 2 prizes, so we also need to get another perfect score as well. You have a time limit, and you need to keep these rounds moving as quickly as possible because the rounds pass as soon as you hit everything, and it won't go into the next round until you have hit everything. You just need to have good accuracy and hit everything as fast as possible without missing anything so you can get that perfect score. Okay, this score probably isn't even close to being enough. Well, looks like you gotta try a bit harder, mate. It's time to close me shop. Get out already. Oh no, he just closed. Okay, I'm just gonna come back to this later. I'm not sure if I even want to handle this, especially after we just did a shooting gallery. Although we probably really should, because I'm sure it has a really good prize. But it's closed right now, so we're just gonna have to find something else to do. Okay, something I realized that we can do is we can go up into Snowhead because we have the arrows. Now originally I thought we needed bombs as well because there's some snowballs in the way, but we also have the fire arrows which will allow us to melt the snowballs, so we're honestly pretty much set. So let's go ahead and climb up here. Also, I want to take a moment to discuss the randomizer logic because I had it wrong in the first few episodes and the comments kind of told me how it works a little bit better, so I'm going to relay that information to you guys. So I was kind of talking about how, like, why couldn't we just buy a bunch of heart pieces and fill up the heart containers? Or why couldn't we just continue buying rupees for 10 rupees and get infinite rupees? So the thing about the shops is if you buy it one time, the icon is still there to make it look like it's there, but if we bought it a second time, it would just give us a blue rupee. And then it resets after each day cycle. So you can only buy it once each day cycle. So that's like just the one thing they need to do to make the randomizer a bit better is just update the models after you buy an item so it doesn't seem like you can buy it multiple times. But once you find or buy a specific sort of item, you can't find another one. Like what you see on the screen doesn't always match up. And the other thing about the logic is you can't have items downgraded. So if you find the largest quiver and then you find the large quiver, you won't be downgraded. But you can find the items out of order. So that's something that I would like to see updated with the randomizer, is make it so you can't find items out of order. Because you know how we found the large quiver and then the bow? I think it'd be a little bit better if when we found the large quiver, it actually gave us the bow instead, and then it replaced the other chest that had the bow with the large quiver. That's kind of how Ocarina of Time Randomizer does it, and I think it can be done for this one too. It just takes a little bit of time. Okay, so this is the mountain village. It's really, really quiet during the nighttime, and it feels really weird coming here out of sequence. Oh no, there's just a lone Goron. What the heck? Dude, what's up? Whoa! Up here, up here. I am sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I am very hungry and I have gotten stuck here. How are you stuck? Dude, just roll down. That's like not a very far drop. What the heck? Dude, you're like 5 feet up. Just like dangle yourself off the edge and drop down. I know you're hungry, but like you'll get food 10 times faster if you just do that. Or you can just freeze to death. I mean, that's an option too. So we're gonna stop at this little hut real fast. Unfortunately, it's not a Pizza Hut, so no mozzarella sticks for me today, but I guess I'll live. But inside is 2 super unique characters that they added. We have Hugo.
Shut up!
Oh my god, nipples!
Just when I was having a good dream.
Oh, welcome to the Mountain Smithy, where we take our time to make a good point. I am Zubora, the owner. Pleased to meet you.
Ugo.
Shut up over there. That huge fellow over there is my assistant, Gabora. Oh, I thought it was Hugo. Why is his name Gabora? Is he named after Kapora Gabora? I'm so confused. Say, did you come up here to have your sword sharpened? That's what I would do if I had a sword. See, our hearth has been frozen over. The way things are right now, I won't be able to do any business until spring. If I could just do something about that frozen hearth. Well, lucky for you, I have some fire bars that I can spit to melt the fire. I never fucked when I never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did a menage with him, let me eat my ass like a cupcake. There you go, you're welcome. Ugo. Huh? Oh, you've done me a great favor now then. This hearth can finally go to work for me. It's gonna go to work, but dude, holy crap. How can Nintendo take away Mario's nipples when they show this guy's nipples so vividly? They're like so perky, holy damn. Gabora, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. They have coffee in Majora's Mask? Gosh, I'm addicted to coffee, guys. I have to drink it every single morning or I don't want to do literally a single thing. It's like the worst thing about me as a person. I hate it. All right, to reforge your sword, it'll cost 100 rupees. Oh, dang, we have barely enough. So would you like to have your sword reforged? I mean, yes. I'm not really sure how to handle this situation. It's a very interesting situation. I'm not sure what sword he's sharpening, but I guess we're about to find out in the morning, which is in just which is in like 15 seconds. So I guess we can just wait out here. There's something about like the really early morning that's just so peaceful before everybody wakes up. I've never woken up early enough to experience it, but I have stayed up late enough to experience it, if that makes sense. I'm not really good at waking up super early, but something I am good at is staying awake all night until the sun comes up the next day because I'm playing video games. Am I right, gamers? So I wonder if this counts as the next morning. Like, did they reforge it in 30 minutes? In game time? He must have. I kept you waiting, but it's done, see? I guess it worked. Wait, we got the gold dust. That's so ironic. Normally you have to bring him the gold dust. Like, this is what we need to get our sword reforged for the next step. Because there's 2 steps for reforging your sword. First it gets turned into the razor sword, and then you bring him that and the gold dust, and he makes the nicest sword. So at least we know where this is when we need it. Can I even mark the gold dust on the tracker? I don't think so. That was just a really weird item for us to get, and frankly a waste of our rupees. But I guess we know where the gold dust is. Let me write it down in my notes, because we're gonna have to come back and do that again once we have the razor sword and once we're ready to upgrade it. The sequence of events is so strange. Like, Majora's Mask is a completely different beast than Ocarina of Time. I'm telling you guys that right now. Like, it's still similar to Ocarina of Time Randomizer, but it's so different. It's the weirdest thing, and it's hard to describe. Okay, another Tingle. Hopefully he has something for us, even though we probably can't even afford it because we spent all our rupees on gold dust. Which probably has a good value. Maybe I can go sell it at the curiosity shop. I'm sure it could fetch a handsome price. Probably not as handsome as Tingle, but probably decently handsome. Ah, sir! See, the reason I don't think these are all the same man is they react to us like they never met us before. Okay, so we have a Snowhead small key here for 40 rupees. We can come back and buy that later. Or we could buy a red rupee for a red rupee. That's just like us both giving each other a handy and walking away from each other, bruh. Except even more pointless, I guess, because at least with handies you get a little bit of good feeling out of it. Why did I use that as my example? I have no idea. Okay, so I think having the fire arrows will allow us to get another chest down here, because I think there's a frozen chest. Oh no, we need the bombs. That's right. I was also informed as to why we didn't actually get any bomb shoes when we found bomb shoes in the very first episode. Apparently we need the bomb bag to be able to hold bomb shoes, which kind of sucks, but it makes sense. So, like, I can't complain too hard, right? So this is the Goron village, which we can't do much with because you need the Goron mask to enter. At least I think so. There's the Goron up there who might be able to let us in. But even if we get inside, there's nothing we can do until we have the Goron mask. But the one thing we can do, and the reason we came all the way up here, apart from seeing Tingle and seeing what he had to sell, obviously, is to talk to our boy, Mr. Hoot Hoot. Meet again, fairy child. Have my stone statues been of help? Nope, because they can't hit them because I don't have a sword. But the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons. I'm not their dad. Do I look like a Goron? I'm gonna take care of them. They're giant rock people. They can take care of themselves, bro. It's actually not true. We have to take care of every single race in this freaking kingdom. Zoras can't help themselves. The Hylians can't help themselves. The Terminians, the Zoras, the Deku Scrubs, they're all useless. Cafe is the only superior race. So there's some invisible blocks here that we can only see the location of because of the feathers landing on top of them. How convenient. And this is going to lead us to the location where we normally find the Lens of Truth. I think there's 2 chests we can get in here. So fingers crossed. Sword or transformation mask. I'll take either. Both would be such amazing items to find. A map of Romani Ranch. That's like the least useful thing I could find. Damn it. And then the next chest in here is freaking invisible. So I think it's right here. Yeah, that was actually a lot easier to find than I thought. Silver rupee, okay, 100 rupees. At least we got our money back for the gold dust. So I was gonna have to kill that bird again to get some more rupees to do things, but that kind of came in clutch. All right, so you know what sucks? We don't have the Lens of Truth to get back. I think we're stuck over here. I don't think I can do this without the Lens of Truth. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this. I might actually just have to restart the 3-day cycle, which might even be worth it so we can get the room key from Anju. Because I do not feel like spending an hour trying to get over this gap without the Lens of Truth and without feathers. So I guess that's what we're doing. Song of Time. This was not the best 3-day cycle ever. Seeing Cafe wave goodbye without a face is probably the most terrifying thing I've seen today. Alright, it's the beginning of another 3-day cycle where we have even less to do. And also, since Gabora brought it up, I need to talk about these owl statues real fast. So in case you didn't know, Majora's Mask has a very weird saving system. The only two ways to save are by playing the Song of Time and restarting your 3-day cycle, or by talking to an owl statue. And when you save the game, it makes you exit from the game. And then once you come back to the game, it resumes. I don't know the exact intentions behind doing that, but it's not the best system, especially for when you're less playing, because whenever you can save the game whenever you want, you're able to end the episodes whenever you want. But since I can't just save whenever I want, it makes it a little bit more difficult as a Let's Player. But right now, we can't even save at the owl statues because we don't have the sword, which isn't normally how the game works. Since we had some time to kill, I came out and got this huge rupee, because it's good to have some money in the pockets. Gives us freedom. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money does buy freedom. And freedom does lead to happiness. Jim gives us a fairy every time we leave the bomber's hideout because we don't have the bomber's notebook, so he doesn't know that we're a part of the bomber's gang. So it was like, how do you know the code? And then he gives us the bomber's notebook in its place, which is the fairy in the bottle each time. So if we ever win a fairy, all we have to do is enter and leave the bomber's hideout. Not a bad deal. So we still have to wait a couple hours, but we can go ahead and head into the stock pot inn. Angie will come to the desk at 2, which is when we can talk to her. But this is going to be really ironic because Angie was supposed to be engaged to Cafe, but then he disappeared, and so she's like really worried about him. But we are Cafe right now, but she's still going to not realize that we're Cafe because we're technically Link. But it's funny because it's ironic. But I guess we can look around this place for a second while we have some time to kill. Most of the rooms are locked. So we have the dancing girls in here. They're inside pacing all day long, trying to think of like choreography for the festival because they were hired to be professional dancers. And we have the music box guy inside here. I wonder what he's thinking about during the daytime. He's thinking about poop. Doo-doo-doo. Don't speak to her right now. She hasn't finished her new dance for the town carnival. Doo-doo-da. Even though the song is finished. Do they dance to this song? That's an awful song. Poor girls though, they haven't learned my majestic dance moves in this day's cycle, so they're still in peril. It's okay, girls. Not everybody can have as good of an artistic direction as me, the dancing protege, Cafe. Okay, so I think we can start talking to Angie now. I think it's like 150 where you can talk to her. Welcome to the Stock Pot Inn. Did you have a reservation? Of course I did. Oh, you do have a reservation. That's good. Mr. Lawrence, is it? One moment, please. Mr. Lawrence, I have you down for an afternoon arrival. Your room is our knife chamber. Ooh, that sounds inviting. Can't wait to go to a knife chamber. The Stone Tower Temple Key. We don't need more of these. We already have 3 of these. Please relax. In the freaking knife chamber. All right, don't mind if I do. Oh, Postman. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can play the Postman's minigame. Doesn't that start around like 4 p.m.? What is this conversation like? What is this? Yeah, I've delivered this to you. Oh, wait, this letter, where did you? Oh, from the postbox. That's not what I mean. From the postbox where? From the postbox somewhere. That's not what I mean. She's really frustrated. She's just trying to find her fiance. And bitch, I'm right here. How do you not recognize your fiance when he's right in front of you? I mean, we are a kid version because Skull Kid turned us into a kid. You kind of learn like, the whole backstory later on. We'll get to that side quest eventually. It's probably going to be really convoluted and out of order though, because we're going to find the items in a really weird order. But I think he's heading back to the post office now, so let's just go ahead and follow him there. And he's really fast. Whenever time slowed down, he doesn't move that fast, but I forgot how quick he is whenever time's going at a decent speed. Running something I need to get back into. I actually ran to my office today because from my office to my house is about a mile, so I'm gonna try to run from my office and home instead of driving from now on, just to get some more like cardio in. Oh look, there he is playing with invisible boobs like he always does. 4, 5, 6. What? You startled me. Do not disrupt my training. In my mind, I am running for exactly 10 seconds without looking at a clock. I was in the middle of mental training. You may make fun of me, but this is quite difficult. Will you try? Okay, so we have to focus here. So we have to press A at exactly 10 seconds, but the clock disappears, so I have to count in my head. 9, 10, 10:40. Not close enough. All right, let's try again. I think we just get infinite tries. Oh, 2 rupees, never mind. So expensive. 10. Did we get it? 10:44, what? I'm kind of a little bit too slow. 10:07, that was a little bit too fast. You have to be so precise. It's just so weird. If you have the bunny hood, you can actually see the clock. It's like cheating. I don't know why you can see a clock with the bunny hood, but you can. So doing this without the bunny hood's a bit more difficult. 10. Yes, thank God. 10 seconds? Yeah, that is amazing. You have reflexes suitable for a postman. Oh, thanks for showing me something impressive. I gave you this. The Mask of Sins. This is also pointless. Oh, actually, this might give us something, so we can use this mask in the Lost Woods to find mushrooms. And then we can give it to Kotake for a potion. I don't think that potion is randomized, though, that she gives you. It's just like a thing that she puts inside a bottle for you. We will try it once we go back to the woods just to be safe, but I don't think it does anything for us, unfortunately. Okay, we're really running out of things to do until we get Epona on day 3. That kind of sucks that nothing has been good for us. Like, nothing's been fruitful. We've gotten a few things that we need. Thing is, there's not that many items in the game that are useful. So like, there's gonna be so many times where we just get stuff that we don't need, and only a few times where we get things we do need. I can't remember if I talked to Tingle in Clocktown yet. I haven't seen what's in place at the Clocktown map. So let's double check with him just to make sure we're not missing anything. And also, we're gonna bring back the comment question of the day this episode. Today's comment question of the day is gonna be, what is your favorite region out of the 4 regions of Majora's Mask? Swamp, mountain, ocean, or canyon? Let me know in the comments and why in the comment section below. We'll talk about that more next episode. I don't usually do comment questions of the day too much at like the beginning of series, but I kind of like pick it up later. So we have the Song of Storms for 5 rupees. That is literally an amazing deal. Holy crap. Good thing we came and talked to Tingle. You can't do much with it, but it's still something. Alright, thanks for giving us a couple useful things, Tingle, and not having complete rubbish. Even though some of your deals on red rupees are very questionable. But anyways, with this, we're going to have to call this an episode here. It was a very weird episode. We're off to a very strange start with this randomizer. It's been starting off a little bit slow because we haven't been finding a lot of good items. But once we find one of the transformation masks, we're going to be set. But, you know, this is kind of the fun of the randomizer, right? It's not always going to go your way, and that's what I like about it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.